Welcome, everybody. So we're here in KaveTalk today. We're here with Mr. Mower. He teaches U.S. history at American Fork High School. And Mr. Mower, we're happy to have you here.
It's good to be here with you, Devon.
So would you mind telling us a little bit about your experience at American Fork High School?
Sure, that's kind of tough to do. I've been here, I've even forgot how many years for sure. I think this is my 13th or 14th year at American Fork High School. And it's been a privilege to teach here and coach here, and man, I've just had a great experience. The highlight, of course, have been the students I've been able to teach and coach. That's really, the highlight of my career. If I had to put it in a short way, the students themselves, how they've inspired me, and the friendships I've gained, and we have some great faculty members too. I've made a lot of great friends with the teachers at American Fork High School. It's a great place. It's a great place for students, for teachers. It's just been a privilege to be here.
So I hear that you're going to Lone Peak High School to coach their football team.
I am. I'm going to be sad to leave American Fork High School. It's been a great place. In fact, in some ways, I've been here almost my whole life. I went to high school here, graduated from American Fork High School. I've coached football here for probably 28 years, and taught here again around 14 years. Again, I've kind of lost track of how many years. So in a way, it's like leaving home, and I'm excited about my new assignment, but at the same time, it really is kind of a sad time too, because of the people I'm going to leave, and it's going to be an adjustment. But I've had so many terrific experiences here, and once you're a caveman, you're a caveman forever. And I'll continue to be a caveman, even though I'm going to be part of the Knight family now as well.
Well, so what would you think of your favorite experience here at American Fork High School?
Well, I can't think of one experience just in particular, really. I've had a lot of great students. It would probably not be wise to mention them one by one because there's so many. But that really has been the highlight. It's been the students in the classroom and the associations I've had with them. I've had so many students that have gone on to do great things outside the classroom, and probably the most important thing is most of them have gone on to have families. They've gone on to be great fathers, husbands, and those things that are really important in life. And so that's been the highlight overall. Have been the students I've been able to teach and associate with. My football experience, my coaching experience has been a great experience as well. I was able to coach when I was much younger with my father. I coached sophomore football with my father, who was the head coach here during the 60s and part of the 70s and 80s. He was the head coach for 20 years, and I had the opportunity to coach sophomore football with him when he stepped down from being head coach, and learned a lot of football from him, and that's really how I got involved in the coaching part of my career, was with my father. And then I had the opportunity to serve under Coach Knight when he became head coach. I was his offensive line coach for, I think, a dozen years, and learned so much from him, not only football, but just how to be really how to be a man, and how to work with kids. And Bob Eccles, who still is a teacher here at American Fork, and he's one of the basketball coaches too. I learned a lot from Coach Eccles. He's been a great mentor. And so again, not only the students, but the faculty members have made a big impression on me too, and have really been an important part of my life. And just all of the exciting football games I've been a part of, and American Fork has a lot of great things to offer. And the classroom's been a great tradition. The education, of course, is a great tradition in American Fork. The sports teams have been. This is a school that's probably second to none as far as traditions are concerned. We're rich in that. And I hope the students at American Fork High School realize that, how rich we are as far as traditions are concerned, and how fortunate they are to be a part of that and to create traditions of their own and to continue the greatness that American Fork has had in the past. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to be sad to leave American Fork High School, because it's been such a big part of my life, and it's been an honor to teach here and coach here, but it's just an awesome place. It really is. And you know, I could get into a lot of specifics, but I'd probably leave a lot of people out. But really, it's been a privilege to be here, and I consider myself lucky to have had the opportunity to be part of American Fork High School.
Thanks. Well, you will be missed, Mr. Mower. And so I see you brought some stuff with you. You talked about your football team. And
yeah, you know, of course, American Fork football's had a great tradition of itself. This is just one team in particular here that I brought with me. But football is something that, well, in some ways it goes beyond the game. I think there's a lot of things that the players learn about life by playing football, things that parallel life. No, football is not the most important thing in one's life, but I think there's things that you can learn in football that can help you later on in life. Football really is about overcoming adversity. There's a lot of things you have to overcome in order to win a football game, and I think that's how life is. There's adversity in our lives, and especially when you leave high school, you're going to find that out. Everyone's going to have challenges and adversity, and that's one of the great things about the game of football is it's the team that usually wins is the team that's able to overcome the adversity that they meet on that field. And you know, it's just a way to get to know young men in a different setting than the classroom. And it's just a great game in and of itself, and it's just been a lot of fun to be able to coach the young men in the program.
Well, thanks. So, one more thing that you brought with you. Would you like to explain the man behind you?
Oh, the guy behind me. Yeah, President Obama. Of course, I teach history, and he's a big part of history, whether or not you believe in his political beliefs or not. Of course, he's historic because he's the first African American that we've had as a president. And when you think about the history of our country and what we've been through as far as race relations are concerned, we've come a long way. And you know, the election of President Obama is a great example of how, well, as a nation, we've overcome a lot of adversity. Speaking of adversity on the football field, that's really what history is about. It's about adversity, overcoming adversity, taking advantage of opportunities. So, you know, I think we have to respect the president, regardless of who it is, respect the office. No, we don't have to always agree with their political beliefs, but I think we have to respect the office. And I think sometimes we become a little intolerant of people, not only the president, but you know, maybe other people as well. I think that's part of getting an education, is you get to know situations better, you get to know people better, and as a result, you become more tolerant because you understand that situations are a little more complicated than what you once understood until you learn more about them. So yeah, he's here with me just to kind of point out the need that we have to be tolerant and to learn other points of view. You know, I think by learning even points of view that you don't agree with, it can strengthen your point of view. Sometimes you change your point of view as well, and there isn't anything wrong with that. Some of our greatest leaders have been presidents that did change. They did change their minds on some of the issues, and there isn't anything wrong with that. And but yeah, he's an important part of history, even though you may not agree with him on his politics. Still, I think we need to honor the office of the presidency and try to recognize the common ground that we do have with people that we may not agree with.
That's so true, and we really appreciate you coming in today, though.
You bet. And Devon, I appreciate you. This is one of my best students I have in U.S. history. He's awesome, and he'd make a great history teacher himself someday.
He's joking, but
oh, absolutely not. But just one final thing about American Fork High School. I just want to thank. I mean, most of the people aren't here to thank, but one more opportunity I just want to talk about. One privilege I had here at American Fork High School is when I was a student here, some of the great teachers I had. I also had the opportunity later on to be a teacher with them at the high school. I was part of the faculty that they're a part of. So that was kind of a unique experience too, to have some of these great men and women as a teacher, and then also to have them as a mentor. For example, Coach Knight, Coach Eccles, there was Coach Pontius. And so I have been able to get a different perspective in some ways because I've been able to teach with some great men and women that I also had as teachers here at American Fork High School. So that makes it even tougher to leave, because of those relationships I've had. But again, great place, and I just hope the students realize what a great institution they're part of, American Fork High School. Just a great environment, and they just need to take advantage of every moment they're here. And sure, your studies are the most important thing, but they need to realize too that they need to have fun, and they need to get involved in the activities and just enjoy those high school years and the friendships that you create. High school is much more than just the classroom. Yeah, that's the most important part, the academics. But students need to remember to enjoy the other aspects that high school has to offer as well.
Well, we are definitely grateful for your input on that, making this high school a good experience for students. Well, this has been KaveTalk, and we'll again thank Mr. Mower once again for coming in and letting us take some of his time, and we will see you next time on KaveTalk.